Time once again for the GDP Game Day Preview, brought to you by Virginia Lottery. We're game. John Laaser alongside Mike Burnop. And Mike, been a tough stretch for the Hokies, no doubt about that. They've got another ACC opponent coming in on a short week in NC State. But right now for Virginia Tech, it's more about them than it is about the opposition.
Well, that's it. And I'll say this, Lays, nobody feels worse than the guys in that locker room, the players and the coaches. I know the Hokie Nation is hurting, but nobody feels worse than those players and coaches do. It's been a tough couple of games. I think you can harken back to last year when the Hokies looked so bad against Wake Forest, lost a double overtime game 6-3, came back and played great against UVA. Didn't have the lead until late in the game when they scored with less than 2 minutes to get the win, 24-20. So they know what it's about. They know what's at stake here, and they know they got to change the season, and they know it's a must-win. The players mentioned that early in the week in the press conference, that this is pretty much a must-win for us. So I expect to see a much better effort out here.
And it's interesting you mentioned the hurt in the players in the locker room, because that's exactly what Dave Doran, the head coach of the Wolfpack, used to describe his players after a setback against Louisville, actually snapping the conference's longest win streak at 8 games. He said, "I saw hurt in their eyes." They're coming into Blacksburg feeling that this is a game they must win as well, and they're led, wouldn't you know it, by another mobile quarterback in Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, he's really good, and he can throw the balls too, Lays. I mean, the guy leads the league in passing efficiency, so dual threat quarterback, that's what the Hokies have had a little bit of trouble with in the past. But yeah, they were cruising along at 4-0. Now the schedule was a little bit easier than some teams have played, but Louisville got them, and I think they feel like their backs are a little bit against the wall. He's in his 3rd year there. He's got some really good skilled people, multiple front defense. They're long, they're athletic. Hokies will have their hands full. Should be a great rock and roll scene in Lane Stadium on a Friday night football night. So it's going to be fun, but the Hokies have got to regroup and play better, execute better, and be better as a team.
Definitely will be a wild environment for a primetime showdown on national TV for the Hokies this week. And as they've said all throughout the week, the refrain has been 5 or 6 plays, and it would be a totally different outcome. We'll see if that's the case for the Hokies against NC State. He is Mike Burnop. I'm John Laaser. That's your GDP, brought to you by the Virginia Lottery. We're game.